All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
U.S. agency wants Nigeria Boko Haram ISWAP designated, sanctions slammed. This headline is according to NigeriaNews.com. They will always report the news to the benefit of their paymasters. But the real news, according to La Gazette this morning, is President of the United States of America with its agency and other parastatals to sanction Nigeria, Boko Haram, ISWAP as a terrorist organization in the coming days. Go and make your verification. La Gazette, that is where the message, the original message is being posted. And I saw the headline this morning, but before I could come back, I don't know what happened. The thing disappeared. Looking for it. But anyway, that is the news of this morning. Another one here is that P2B is facing what we call different type of attacks. In fact, in conclusion, P2B, Nigeria is going to happen to P2B, sorry to say. Nigeria is going to happen to P2B before 2027. This message is from Prophet Ukulora One Nation. Presidency attacks P2B because they knew he is a wimp. So, I don't know what is wimp. When I go help me at the comment section. Another one here is what exactly are your plans for P2B obedient movement knocks Bayer Ononoga. P2B Nigeria is going to happen to you if you did not take time or take this my prophecy serious. Anybody who knows P2B should tell him that 2027 he might not be a free man to contend for that election. That is what I am saying. Anyway, make gonna like, share, comment too, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. We are going to tell you the reason why we are here this point in time. The U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom, USCRIF, has urged President Donald Trump's administration to appoint a special envoy for Nigeria and Lake Chad Basin to address religious freedom violations. In its annual report released in March of 2025, the USCRIF recommended that the Trump administration appoint a special envoy for Nigeria and the Lake Chad Basin to maximize the U.S. diplomatic effort to address religious freedom violations and atrocity risk in that region. The commission also accused the Nigerian government under Bola Ahmed Tinubu and various state governments of tolerating or inadequately responding to violent attacks by non-state actors who justify their violence on religious grounds. These actors include militant groups like Islamist extremists and Fulani militants who have targeted religious communities across Nigeria. USCIRF further called on the United States of America State Department to designate Nigeria alongside Afghanistan, India, and Vietnam as countries of particular concern, CPCS. Additionally, it recommended redesignating 12 countries including Burma, China, Cuba, Eritrea, Iran, Nicaragua, North Korea, Pakistan, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan as countries with particular concerns. Nigeria don't enter with Afghanistan and Iran. Wahala don't dey too much. The commission also proposed maintaining Algeria and Azerbaijan on the special watch list and adding 10 more countries to the list, including Egypt, Indonesia, Iraq, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Syria, Turkey, and Uzbekistan. Furthermore, USCIRF recommended the redesignation of terrorist groups such as Boko Haram and Islamic State of West African Province, ISWAP, also known as ISIS West Africa, as entities of particular concern, along with the other groups like Al-Shabaab, Hayat al-Tahrir Shaham, and the Houthis. The commission noted that Nigeria's federal government continues to enforce blasphemy laws with penalties up to 2 years imprisonment for acts considered insulting to religion. Several state governments also enforce stricter blasphemy laws, leading to the imprisonment of individuals accused of insulting another religion. At least 5 prisoners remain incarcerated under blasphemy charges by the end of the year, including Mubarak Bala, Yahya Sharif Aminu, Ismaila Sani Isa, and Sheikh Abdulrajab Nasiri Kabara and Abdulaziz Inyas. The report further highlighted that both Muslim majority and Christian majority areas of Nigeria have seen heightened harassment of indigenous religious communities by state governments. For example, in July, the Anambra State government demolished an indigenous shrine after the governor and Catholic bishops called for the elimination of neo-paganism. In 2024, the situation for religious freedom in Nigeria remained poor, with the government failing to address violent actions by non-state actors such as Boko Haram and ISWAP. These groups, along with the Fulani militants and bandit groups, continue to impose violent attacks on religious communities, targeting Christians in particular. The report also outlined several incidents of religious-motivated violence, including the killing of 14 people, including a local pastor, by JAS insurgents in Yobe State in January, and the kidnapping of 160 children, mostly Christians, by Ansaru gunmen in Niger State in May of 2024. Despite these ongoing issues, USCIRF criticized the Nigerian government's response, stating that security forces often delayed action against the violence, leading to injury, death for targeted religious minority communities. Additionally, an estimated 30,000 Fulani bandits operate in the northeast, or rather northwest, often targeting Christian communities and disrupting agricultural productions. Presidency attacks Peter Obi because they knew he is a wimp. According to Omoyele Sowore, another Tinubu's boy working in disguise. Former presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, Omoyele Sowore, has slammed the presidency for attacks on Peter Obi. Nigeria News reports that the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party on Monday at the Emeka Ihedioha's 60th birthday democracy colloquium said Nigeria's democracy has failed. The former governor of Anambra State faulted Bola Ahmed Tinubu's state of emergencies in Rivers State and the suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, and members of the House of Assembly. In response to Obi's statement, Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, asked the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party to watch what he says. According to him, he said, only a discontented and disgruntled Peter, who benefits from very free speech democracy provides, could perceive such a democratic downfall through his lens. If democracy had indeed collapsed, as Peter Obi claims, we were living under a regime antithetical to democratic principles, he could not have been able to make his comment on Monday at Emeka Ihedioha's colloquium. I will urge him to watch what he says and restrain himself from playing to the gallery, he said. On his ex handle, Sowore faulted Onanuga's comment on Obi. He added that the attack on the former governor of Anambra showed that democracy has collapsed under Bola Ahmed Tinubu's regime. The statement made by Bayo Onanuga about Peter Obi's comments yesterday is completely and insanely ridiculous, and the fact that he made such a statement is a testament to the total collapse of democracy under Bola Tinubu's regime. I must state also that they keep saying and doing such things to Peter Obi because they know he is a wimp. Sowore said. Wimp maybe a kind of weakling, I don't know, but direct me in the comment section. What exactly are your plans for Peter Obi? Obedient Movement knocks Bayo Onanuga. Obedient Movement has one presidential spokesman, Bayo Onanuga, against threatening the Labour Party 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi. The group gave the warning while responding to Onanuga's statement asking Peter Obi to watch his mouth after he stated that democracy has collapsed. Speaking via a press statement by the Director of Strategic Communications and Media, Obedient Movement, Nana Kazaure, the group warned Onanuga against trying to silence free speech. The statement read in part As a movement, we take serious exception to the uncouth threat by their choleric presidential spokesman, whose antecedents as an instigator of intolerance and division are well known, recorded and documented. Having taken note of Mr. Onanuga's threat, we may ask him this question: watch his mouth, or what? What exactly are Onanuga's plans for His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi? Or, put more directly, what sinister plans for this Tinubu's administration for its critics, whose ranks swell daily on account of the administration's cluelessness and inability to provide sound and qualitative governance for the whole Nigerians. Moving forward, we submit that if the Tinubu's administration had invested a quarter of the energy and resources it expand on hounding and demonizing varying options through its intemperate spokesperson and numerous cyber Rottweilers, Nigeria will be a far more decent and conducive place to live in. Unfortunately, we are stuck with a government high on talk but miserably low on action or any iota of progress. The group say the threat to Obi should not be discountenanced, as Onanuga had previously been noted for inviting people against Peter Obi and every other thing. Anyway, my people, we don't have much time, and I don't want to stretch it so far. So please help me like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming.